does count. If it actually starts to count after the first lap, I don't know. Doesn't sound right. So it's car 4 that goes first. And that is Alexandra Mantell. You'll get a set number of warm-up laps, which is there's more than 2. He said 2 now. And the clock will start. Quite a pressure really on these drivers because also everyone's watching them. This is his 4th lap, so I think it's probably enough warm-up for anybody. One of the interesting things is, though, you actually listen to the engine properly for the first time, and you can actually hear it as the second gear engages. Listen here, and there we are. Yeah, it just engages second gear. Second gear, but then brake as soon as you got it. And just change. It's changing just after the entrance to the pit lane into second gear. Centrifugal gearboxes. A bit of 2-speed fun. And I think I should start this. You run out of fuel unless they're careful. Right, what was the point of all that then? Slightly slippy clutch. They've had a warm-up and then have an individual warm-up. Are they going to start now? Might be an idea. Down he goes. This is obviously not Alexander Mantell's problem. Clock running? No. Don't know. He's certainly trying, so I think he thinks the clock's running. Well, that's getting some lovely extra track time here. Oh, it started. Okay, we've started now. Here we go. Finally, a big farty noise when we start. So this is not the first lap, obviously. So here we go. 6 laps. Bang, off he goes. First one round. Flies nicely. Switches back through the EFRA turn. Now as it comes to the chicane, this is going to be key. Oh, a little bit too aggressive, but I think he got away with it. Backs up. Oh, spooked himself on the corner of the A-main. I think he did 3 or 4 things better than this one. And the first lap comes through as a 17.286. Better through the chicane, then hopped to the second curb. It's quite nice to listen to a single engine. A bit better. And it was by the grand total of about 600 seconds. So 17.2, he's locked on at the moment, which is Mantell. He needs to try and put everything together. See if we can pick up a 17 flat or something like that. Next one round is a 17.0, so well done. That's what you need to do, get slowly quicker. Don't hit the curbs. Around the infinity hairpin, up through the A-main loop. Another lap over, and that lap was a 17.6, so he lost a lot of time that time. So 17 flat is his best, 17.074, Mantell's best time. And he has 2 more laps. That sounded, I didn't quite see that. That sounded like a bad drive out now. Line it up and go. You almost need to sacrifice 1 to get the second. Kind of think what you should do is you should basically take a different line out of the hairpin to get a longer run at the straight. This is his last one. Doesn't look any more special than the previous ones. And it is, in fact, not. So his best times are 17.074. 17.074 is the best time for Alex Mantell. So next up should be Alexandros and Astopoulos. I think he's ready now. He's making a bit of a gap about it. It's the time up there of 6 laps in 1:43 is not important. The time you need to remember is 17.074 in individual lap time for Mantell. Now, obviously, because it's what we do, a little break whilst we wait for something to happen. So next one going. A little bit of a delay. We do love a good delay here at the moment. I'm going to reset everything, but it is going to be Alexandra Anastopoulos going next with 17.074 individual lap time to beat. But, right, the pink car, the pink pig car. Now, I don't know how much warm-up they're going to give because they gave a ridiculous amount to Alexander Mantell. I think he's getting 3 minutes of warm-up on his own. Really don't think they need this much warm-up. I think this is. I'm going to have a word with somebody at some point somewhere and say, you don't need this much warm-up. It's no need for it. No one needs 4 minutes of warm-up. And you don't need 3 minutes of warm-up. We had a warm-up. How cold? Nothing's getting cold here. It's boiling hot. Literally nothing has got cold the entire time we've been here. So what else are we trying to warm things up for? Now, you see, now I thought this, Aki at 1.5, I thought he had a clutch issue as well, the last guy out, but, you know, let's see. I don't think you'll see, we're going to, this is going to overrun, I'll tell you now, so we're going to run straight into the Super Pole A, so there should be no gap from Super Pole B to Super Pole A, which is a plus point, as they troll around doing their warm-ups. So he's got much later second gear engagement. What do you do while you're waiting for a warm-up to continue? I think it's so warm anyone can get, really. We are promised one final at the end of this. So that'll be good. No. I'm not sure whether this means that the actual 6 laps is starting now, because it was last time there were 4 laps before the 6 laps started, or whether that's... I think it is, actually. I think we're going to get... Actually, we've edited some of the warm-up down. That's good. Yep. Okay, this is the first lap. So we are up and running on Super Pole now. First lap to go for Alexandros with the pink pig-coloured car. Nicely through the chicane. That's the 17.047 to beat. Much later engagement in the second gears. Listen to when it comes out of the corner here. And engages a good 2 or 3 metres. You get a 17.150. So about 700ths too slow for the Greek. Oh, too wide. That's right. Break. You've lost this lap. You've lost this one now. Ease it back. And take a very wide line at this hairpin. Why would you do that? You've lost the chance of some drive. 18.4. That's really not thinking it through. That lap was gone. You should have gone wide at the hairpin so you get more speed over the timing loop. Don't understand it. People aren't thinking whilst they're doing these things. And that one was a 17.8. So Alexandros really needs to just calm it down. Got close first time. Better through the chicane. And then to the infinity hairpin. I think he's just trying to steal bits of track you don't want to steal. I'd be surprised it's better. It looks a bit wild. 17.6 and he crashed. I don't know what to say about this. This is not thoughtful racing. I think he's broken it. So he did a 17.150, so it won't be him through, but realistically, people need to have a little bit of a think. When if you've loused your lap by going over the chicane, you don't then take a ridiculously sharp line onto the main straight by the timing loop. You go wide, so you can carry as much speed as possible. Surely that's all. Am I being unfair? But surely that's obvious. Must be obvious, isn't it obvious? I think it's obvious. Who knows? It's probably obvious. So he now has the next person out, which will be Eric Managon. He has got 3 minutes of warm-up. So Managon will have 3 minutes of warm-up, and then we'll start the qualifying procedure. So I think it's not so bad, because they managed to remove this second bit of what they had, which is good. That was obviously an error. So Eric seems more in control to his warm-up, but obviously there's no pressure on the warm-up. It's quite a nice little second gear slot change there. So Marangon has 17.074 to beat. Alex Andros didn't really perform under pressure. Sorry to say. Okay, so Eric should now get to the end of his 3 minutes of warm-up, hopefully. Okay, so get ready now for Eric's attempt to go for it. Hello to John Painter. How you doing, mate? He's just pointing out I should never assume anyone has anything because it just means you probably, you know, be disappointed. Well, they say assuming doesn't. Assuming makes an ass out of you and me. Can I give a shout out to Bob Crew, the Bob Crew at Southend? Their first regional event we had there Sunday in 23 years. Blimey, Southend 23 years. Okay, back to the French 1/8 track and the B Championship. And Eric Maragon, who is doing is qualifying now. Marangon starts by, it doesn't matter, this one doesn't count, so this is just to get your head in, get your eye in. Can you beat 17.074? Where's his gearbox change? Okay, turn around. Pow, 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 pow. Again, bang. Not sure why he didn't take a wide line in that corner, I've no idea. No, he's about 4 bites of the cherry there at the EFRA corner, so I'd be very surprised this is particularly fast. It's a real wobble, it's got a weave on the car, it's weird. 17.36, so yeah, got 2 tenths maybe, lost most around there. We gained 2 tenths, a tenth already, just we're getting that right. Get deep into the, kind of a weird kind of tank slapper going on in the car a lot of the time, but that was a lot better. 16.9, yep, he did it. 16.934 is a much, much better lap there from Eric Managon. He managed to clean up, he's on 16.934. Apparently he is the man bumping, or qualifying, should I say. More like that, more calm and collected. 17.1. We've already got the 16.9. He's gone sub 6.17. That's not good. He's lost a lot of time doing those 3 corners for the chicane and the infinity curve. Go wide, go wide, go wide. No, go wide. 17.1. That was lap number 4. 2 laps to go. Take a breather lap and then do a fast lap. I know you're not charging your battery like an F1 car would be, but even so. 16.7. Oh, I didn't see that one coming. So you didn't need to take a breather, just need to get a clean lap. So he's in 16.751. Hop the thing. No, that's where he went for it. Good lad. So the last lap isn't getting any quicker, but Eric has put in a particularly good performance there, and that lap number 5. 16.751. Eric Maragon. That's a bit of a gauntlet, I think, thrown down for Alexandra Dalune. Because that's quick. So he's gone sub 17. Doesn't appear to know he should have stopped either. Done an extra lap, doesn't count for anything. Now he knows he has to come in, that's all right. I'm a bit confused for a second there. Okay, so final driver in the Bs. Do not forget that we have the A Super Pole coming up after this. So we are building up to a much bigger event, the A Super Pole, which will be on, I think, almost immediately after this, probably maximum a 2 or 3 minute gap. So Alex is warming up in the bright green machine. Ooh, short warm up. Alex doesn't want to go super warm up-y. Otherwise he's going for a little engine tune. A bit of engine tune for Alexandra. Back out to enjoy more of his 3 minutes of warm-up.